Okay. Let's see if they want to block and how they want to block. Okay, they're giving away the loaf. That's
You
fine.
win this round, but I'll be waiting for you.
I guess let's put down the Sorin. Although they might have Invoke Despair here. But at the same time, let's put down the Sorin and start gaining that life, since we already cast the Shadow. Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be playing Vecna's Shadow. Before we get into the list, I would like to say that I am very thankful and grateful for each and every one of you that has been supporting the channel, interacting with the channel, liking the videos, even, sharing your opinion, which I love to read and love to reply to each and every one of you. And I take any form of criticism in a positive way, just to help me improve. So thank you. Also, if you find any value within my videos, my gameplays, my description of like certain decks, make sure you like the video still. It'll help me out greatly, and that's for everyone that's new to the channel. Also subscribe to the channel. For the long journey, we're trying to play off meta decks, and we're trying to do our best. We're very close to 1,000 subscribers, which is my first goal for the channel, so let's make that happen. With that being said, let's get right into the list. So we're playing Shadow of Mortality. It's a 15 mana avatar creature that says if your life total is less than your starting life total, this spell costs X less to cast, where X is the difference. So if you want to cast this for 2 mana, you have to lose 13 life. And we're pairing it with the Book of Vile Darkness, which is Vecna basically, and Vecna pairs very well with this card because Vecna's I guess accessory cards here make you lose or help you lose a lot of life points, right? Vecna also relies on the losing life point aspect, so it was only right for me to pair them together. Within the list, we're playing a more of a control list here, more of a mono black control list than it is mono black creatures or grind, mainly because our deck is slow. Our playstyle, the theme of the deck is going to be super slow. Losing that much life points can tend to be a little slow. We're not going to be fast, or we're mainly mid-range / control. More control because we have a ton of removal. So let's break it down. 3 Blood Chiefs first. I found that to be extra necessary, although it's not a great card against a lot of decks. And the thing about mono black is that you don't have a utility card that can discard cards from your hand and recycle through your hands, and these are usually my favorite cards, right? Cards like Fable that would discard cards or refresh your hand. Any card that would refresh your hand by discarding and drawing, I would put it in a deck to make it more consistent. But let's say you're playing against control, this is a dead card unless they run planeswalkers, which is very likely that they do, but that's why we include it. It's a aggro / creature planeswalker meta, so very relevant card. Shambling Ghast for the ramp, to check for traps for mid-range / any ramp or control deck. 2 Deadly Disputes, mainly for like our Eye of Vecna and Hand of Vecna and Shambling Ghast. Also for the zombies that we make off of the Book of Vile Darkness here, so you can find a lot of use for this card here within the deck. Feed the Swarm. Feed the Swarm can help you lose a lot of life points rapidly, so we run Feed the Swarm, and since there are just a ton of enchantments within the ladder, like Wedding Announcement, just a ton in general, right? Even enchantment creatures, Feed the Swarm is very relevant within the theme of the deck here. 4 Infernal Grasps, extra necessary. 2 Eye of Vecna, for Meat Hook Massacre. 2 Fellstinger, because we can draw off of this card even if we don't have a creature, so it's pretty good, and it also helps you lose 2 life points, which can speed up the process of Shadow of Mortality. Also, it combos very well with Book of Vile Darkness, since you can get a zombie, and if you have Vecna on the battlefield and you cast it and do the same thing, you're also going to get a zombie. Hand of Vecna here, necessary for the book. 1 Sorin, and the idea behind Sorin here is that we're going to lose a ton of life points. Let's say you're opening with a Sorin, right? you don't want to play the Sorin on turn 4 or 5 or 6 or anything. You want to play the Sorin at the very last, when you've lost all those life points, when you've actually achieved your goal, I guess, when you have a Shadow of Mortality on the battlefield. Then you play the Sorin, you make the Vampire that's also a flyer and lifelinker, and then you start gaining life. You've reached your goal, you've accomplished your mission basically, which is to play Shadow of Mortality or Vecna. After that, you need to gain life to stay in the game, right? So you cast the Sorin last, and then you start gaining life off of the Sorin, and you'll see what I'm talking about within the video. Invoke Despair here is also very, very good, since we are missing a top end card that does a lot. Yeah, you can play Loath, but Loath can draw you a card, but I like this a little better because we need removal. We need more removal than what we already have here. So this removes and draws a card. Even if it doesn't remove, it does a lot of things. So 3 Invoke Despairs is extra necessary, and we finish it off with Shadow of Mortality. Of course, this list is a standard best of 1 list with average converted mana cost 3.4, 24 lands, 27 non-creatures, and 9 creatures. So you see what I'm talking about here. You'll see within the gameplay, I've tried a lot of different takes on this deck, a lot of different cards as well. All of them failed. Most of them failed. This is the only successful one. When I tried to go the control route, this deck became successful. And I found that out because the deck is slow. It's super slow. You know, you need, in order for you to get Vecna, you need to draw multiple times to find your pieces. Yeah, you can run 4 of or 3 of each piece, but that's a nightmare because you're just going to draw multiple Hand of Vecnas or multiple books or multiple Eye of Vecnas, and there'll be dead cards in your hand since they're all legendary anyway. Yeah, you can sacrifice one for the Deadly Dispute, but like you just don't want to waste a draw. So 2 of them is like a perfect ratio for me. 2 of each is a perfect ratio, and since it's super slow to accomplish like the Vecna creature or to even cast a Shadow of Mortality. Of course, Shadow of Mortality is not going to be slow if you're playing against aggro and they're just hitting you turn after turn. It's a pretty decent creature as well when it comes to removal, since it's a 7/7, but it's just like an avatar, right? It doesn't have no haste, no flying, no vigilance, nothing, none of that, right? So it's been really fun. I've always wanted to play this creature here, and I guess this is the list that I'm sticking with for now. You know, maybe if I figure something out later on, maybe a different color list as well, we'll see about that, but this is what I'm sticking with for now. And yeah, that does it for the deck. 24 lands, 2 hives, 2 Field of Ruins, only 2. You can cut the Field of Ruins and honestly go 4 swamps because of your mana specifications here. 3 for the book if you want to hit it on curve, 4 for the Invoke Despair, and field can kind of mess that up sometimes. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the gameplays. The games have been fun. I've been probably today was not really my day when it comes to Magic the Gathering, but I managed to actually enjoy myself at the end of my recording session, mainly because this is what I stuck with and this has been performing very, very well for me. So yeah, I've been recording for quite a while. I'm pretty tired at the moment. I still have obligations within my day, so I'm gonna go do that. So yeah, enjoy the gameplay. You guys interact with me more, all of that, you know, it's greatly appreciated. The channel is yours, and yeah, check out the description. I post early updates about my videos on all of my socials, so make sure you follow the socials, stick around for the journey, and I'll see you guys later with another video. Okay, bye. Okay, I guess we keep this. Yikes. I guess it can benefit us in a way. I guess we're just chilling here. Still chilling. Yikes. Land off the top. Oh. Okay. Draw a million cards. No land off the top. That's terrible. So what do we do in this case? Okay. We have to before we cast the Massacre. We don't want them to draw anymore. We got 2 more Massacres, which is nothing good, to be honest. I mean, their angels are probably going to be really, really big. But we kill those, right? They're still dealing damage here, which is pretty good for us. Okay, that's perfect. So they do have something apparently. It's pretty good that we draw our 4th grasp. I mean, how many do you run? Holy. We just keep doing it. I mean, we've got nothing. It's been absolutely horrendous, this game. Okay. Finally. Finally. Now we can play, at least. I wonder what they have. I mean, we've seen a million of these lists before over the over some time now. It's pretty good. And these are decent, huh? Since we lost life, I guess we just play the Shadow of Mortality here. Or maybe the book. We can play this for cheaper. I guess we slam the book here. We can play the Shadow of Mortality for cheaper, and then if we can top deck a hand of Vecna, we can get both of them, I guess. That has to be dealt with, because they can get a Valkyrie back, which is nothing that I want. Fateful Absence on the zombie. Nice. Nice. Oh, I'm happy about that. Certainly happy about that one. It's pretty good. Wait up. Please don't do me like that. Okay, it's pretty good. I guess. Decline. Check for traps. What can they get back? We need to exile it. Skyclave Cleric. Cleric class. I have disruption again. Okay. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. This has to be a joke. That's fine. Alright. You get a cleric class. So we kind of need our Soren at the moment, so you can gain some life. Yeah, I get cleric class. Okay, but they're down to one card in hand, which is Voice of the Blessed, which is fine. Which is fine. 3 absences for our 3 grasps. Sounds fair, honestly. Oh. Whenever you gain life, you can put a +1/+1 counter. Decline. Invoke Despair. Nope. Invoke Despair is not going to be it. I can level this up and get a Valkyrie, but next turn we can wipe the board pretty well. Okay. What are they gonna sacrifice here if we play the Invoke Despair? Let's find out. Nice. So they don't get a... Okay. It's pretty good. That's decent. We have to do it that way. Okay, we can draw. Okay, we're at 6 life, which is relevant for us, but they fell back way behind. Like, they're way behind now. Okay. Of course. Decline. Soren, please. It's pretty good. We're at 2 life. Just scary. Okay, but if we kill your Mortal Cathar, you suffer, don't you? And you take the Voice of the Blast, of course. You gain life. Draw cards. Soren, finally. Okay, play Soren. We need to gain that life,
No
so...
cost is too great to quell my people's savagery. You will serve me well.
It's pretty good. Man, we did so well this game. You take the Vampire? Or the other Shadow? That's fine. That's okay. Hmm. 3 life. Decline. Yikes.
You wish to know my secrets? Very well.
I guess we should have attacked first. But not that it really matters. Back-to-back Cathars. You can't even attack with them. That's game. Yeah, they know it. Alright. 3 lands with a Fellstinger, removal, and a Deadly Dispute. That sounds good. I mean, it looks decent. Okay. It looks fairly decent here. Alright, they have the better hand, I guess. Oh, surely they do. By drawing that 4th land, surely they do. Ours is just a little too late. A little too slow. If we had a Ghast, man. We barely even see our Bloodchief's Thirst, which is pretty funny. We have 3 of them in the deck. I haven't even seen any of them yet. Or Golgari. Okay. I mean, yeah, their hand is perfect. Come on, opponent. Just hit the button, please. Get it over with, please. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're gonna lose life anyway, but I don't want them to have the eye twitch here. We're going to give them an environmental sciences, probably. Yep. I don't mind losing life points because it works, you know, it works for us. It works for our Shadow of Mortality here. Yeah, we basically gave them lands here. Maybe I should have let them attack with the eye twitch first. I definitely should have. Yep. So that I can kill the eye twitch on their end step and they'd have to spend an entire turn next turn fetching a land, basically. That's decent. It's a decent draw. Alright. Let's see. Okay, decent draws for sure. Very hasty on that Meathawk Massacre there. That's fine. It's fine by us. Let's see what we get with the Eye of Vecna. Okay, we can Okay, we put it down this turn, you know, so that every turn when we lose life, we get value off of the book for as long as it stays on the battlefield, of course. Yeah, it was about time for Loth anyway.
Come closer, little thing, that I may see you better. Aren't I
Decline.
the generous one?
Sure. So we can do a couple things here. Skill that Loth. Sure.
Subservience will be rewarded.
We actually don't kill the Loth, but we make it even better. They can't even make spiders or sacrifice it. They're just going to draw off of it. Our Shadow of Mortality is at 2, which is pretty good. Let's put the Shadow of Mortality down, I guess.
Go, my children.
Innkeeper. Okay. Probably a Chariot as well. Gallag Readers. Why not play that first? Scoot Swarm. Okay. So are you gonna block with all 3 of them? Let's see. Let's see. So I'm very happy about the addition for the Sorin here. Okay, they'll probably block with all of them, right? Gain life. Decline. Land is much needed at the moment. Okay. Let's see if they want to block and how they want to. Okay, they're giving away the Loth. That's
You
fine.
win this round, but I'll be waiting for you.
I guess let's put down the Sorin. Although they might have Invoke Despair here. But at the same time, let's put down the Sorin and start gaining that life. Since we already cast the Shadow of Mortality.
But you will serve me well.
Eye Twitch, that's fine. We need a Meat Hook Massacre. Okay. Are you insane, opponent? Hello? Okay, so I guess you just have nothing, you just don't know how to play the game. What a draw. What a draw. Let's see what you can do here, opponent. Wow. Okay. So since we gained life, that's fine.
Dire times call
Whoops.
for dire
I meant to go
tactics.
1 here. It's pretty good for us. They probably get Mascot Exhibition, which is fine still. They get Basic Conjuration? Are they looking for a Tox roll or something? I mean, that's the only thing that would actually get them out of this, I think. We don't even need to play this Ghast here. Okay. Man, our board state has been quite amazing so far. The one Soren, one copy of Soren that gains his life after we cast our Shadow of Mortality has been so good. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Then why didn't you block, opponent? Sure. Let's pay. That's fair. Let's keep making these. And let's pass here.
You fight for me now.
Let's try to gain life at every opportunity that we have. They don't even have the mana for something big. So yeah, that's game. And that went really, really well. Nice. Okay. This is good. This is so good, actually. Yes, it's a 2-land hand. But this is great, actually. We've got draw, we've got removal, we've got top end. Yeah, I mean, what else do we need? Seriously. Okay. We're the ones with the turn 1 play. Decent. See what we're playing against here. Only thing we're missing in this deck is Graveyard Hate. And maybe I can include like one copy of something that can hate the graveyard, basically. Okay, so what we do here is we play one of these. Just in case they kill one, we can have another one for the Fellstinger next turn. I'm pretty sure they're going to play... Oh, there is it. So they're not aggro. Okay. That changes our game plan by a lot. Okay. Okay, so the problem with playing against Izzet is usually Goldspan Dragon. Yeah, that's fine. I think we still get the draw. That's not how you do it. You kill the Fellstinger before you actually sacrifice it. Whatever. Okay. Nothing. And what's going on with lands lately? Everyone seems to be struggling, including me, to be honest. Like Magic the Gathering Arena it wasn't like this. I remember how it was. It was not like that. Like people could actually play the game and get some really, really fun games out of it. A braid? That kills our artifacts. Nothing? Oh, baby. Let's see that hand. That's the exact card that I would want to see against a deck like that. Even if they counter it, it's good. At least we got a card for card, right? At least we got a counter spell. Yeah, it won't be my choice, but I'm happy about it. Definitely. Okay, damage to me. Thank you. We're playing Shadow of Mortality. What is this? Burn down the house, Cathartic Pyre, Magma Opus, Prismari Command. So they've got burned down the house. Yeah, they can kill our Sorin no matter what we play. Geist Wave. So if they draw a gold span, that's pretty bad. But they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's take the Magma Opus actually. Yeah, if they draw a gold span, they play the gold span, they can take it back to their hand when we cast and invoke Despair on the gold span. But I think like I figured out what they're trying to do, which is ramp up onto the Magma Opus here. And yeah. The unfortunate part is our hand. Our hand is just terrible. They think we're like stacked up on a removal and stuff like that. They're terribly wrong. Okay, they discarded that. That's pretty good, but I mean they're drawing 2 cards, which is not really all that good. Plus they still have a burn down the house. We actually do need to lose a significant amount of damage. I don't think they have a way of dealing with Shadow of Mortality, but we're not drawing anything that would basically make us lose life points. So what do they want to do here? Cathartic Pyre, they have a lot of discard. A lot of discard. Discard and draw. So they can find whatever they're looking for very soon. Oh. Okay. 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 No 1 mana play? Yes. Yes, it's a bombardment deck. Nice. Nice. Maybe they have another one? If they have another one, then that's a big yikes. Nice. They actually used up their mana as well. That's pretty good. It's very decent. I have Vecna. Get that down. Let's lose that life. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to find another Invoke Despair, or at the very least, a Feed the Swarm. Man, this Shambling Gas put them down to 8 life. 8 life. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they're up 4. If we lose the life points here, we're down to 12. This is going to cost 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's still quite a lot, isn't it? We also have the Hand of Vecna. Let's not lose any life points. Okay, this is very good for us actually. So, Hand of Vecna. Pretty sure they're not going to run counter spells here, but they run Geist Wave, which is pretty terrible, huh? Geist Wave can bounce our Vecna. But I've only seen 1 copy. Oh, Fading Hope. Fading Hope. Yep. Yep. Fading hope it is. It says when card name enters the battlefield. When card name enters the battlefield, that's really funny. It's at 15-15. So all it takes is one hit. And they're done for. They're gone. They are running a ton of ramp, a ton of discard, and everything here, but is that going to be enough? I really don't think so. Auto pay, decline, and that's game. Very slow. But that's pretty good.